right, everybody. We are live right now. The podcast has started. Feel free to talk for a few minutes, Chibi, on what you want to talk about this week, and we'll just kind of wing it out. We didn't really discuss what we wanted to really talk about, but there's plenty of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff going on, but yeah, go ahead and jabber while I get the X thing going on the studios and open that up.
Right, so I didn't do as well at the convention as the previous shows, which was odd to me, but maybe I don't know, maybe a lot of people don't go when it's like cold and snowy outside.
Cold, snowy, and Christmas time. So.
It wasn't actually snow. Yeah, but you figure that everyone will be shopping, so they'd spend a lot of money. But
you'd think, but I don't know. People kind of
so.
tighten their wallets right now. I noticed
pretty
that.
Unpredictable. Yeah. I still did okay. I mean, I sold like 3 T-shirts, which is pretty good.
Not bad.
And how many?
What about general goods and stuff? How'd you do?
Oh, people love the pins. I sold 24 pins.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How much you sell those for?
Each pin is $8, or they can get 2 of them for $15.
It's not a bad deal. Yeah, it's a good price.
Yeah. And it's like a lot more.
That is what I normally see competitors do, and you can't. I noticed even back then when I did a thing, you can't undersell your stuff or they'll bother you about that.
Oh, I know.
They'll be like, you're selling it for quite much lower than we are. You can't do that, kind of thing. Like,
well, you know what? I don't see a lot of artists selling anime-related pins that are like, you see those more in the dealer's room. They're like these heavy, they're blah. They'll either be selling enamel pins or like metal ones, and I don't like those as much because you have limited colors. But acrylic's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and what else was? Madoka Magica and Has-Been are the big sellers right now.
Wow, Madoka Magica is definitely getting a comeback, probably because of the game too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but like, I sell it every time I put it out. Like, people they go nuts for it. I said to other vendors, well, you just have to find that sweet spot where people still really like the thing, but for some reason, nobody is doing merch of it.
Yes, correct. That is definitely what we'll sell in Artist Alley for sure. If it's a commodity that is not available in the dealer's room.
Right.
For sure.
And I said to like my customers, I'm thinking of putting out an art book, but do you think people would buy it? And they were like, yeah, I would. And I was like, oh, all right then. So I want to put out 2 books, actually. I want to put out a regular art book, and then I want to put out a book that's just like short, funny little comics that I like to do of like all these different fandoms. Like, I started with Angels of Death, and then I started with Zelda, and now I'm doing Hellverse. Like, I think it'd be really fun to just put those all together in a book. So, so how do you get the Chaotic Helleaven comic books produced exactly?
Okay, there's a process to that. I will explain it as I'm changing the title. Basically, it is a process of where you get a formatter. Okay, because formatting is very tedious and pain in the assy thing, and I recommend you just farm it out on Fiverr or Etsy or anybody that offers the services that has it online, because it is tedious and the time you end up, Convisor. It is just a process that is too much of, even if it costs you $100, $150, it's worth it because the time it will take you is well worth the $100 to $150. You'll be like, this is taking too long. I could have done so many different other things than this. It's just it's very tedious. I'm sure once you keep doing it, it's easier and easier. But I looked into it. It seems like now with AI, it might be able to format it better. I do not know. I'll look into that for volume 4 just to see. But also the publisher we're working with online, they also do physical media too now. So maybe stay tuned. I might be able to hook you up with that. We shall see.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Still got to talk to their marketing
April,
and stuff.
So we have some time, but
yeah,
I don't want to.
No, never rush into it. Always have all your ducks in a row before you start doing stuff like that. Just
that's that I was using my phone before. I was using my phone to type up scripts because, like, a bunch of them are in my head, so I'm writing them down before, like, I forget. So, yeah.
All right.
I already did one where Alistair is telling really horrible dad jokes, and everybody's getting mad, except for Charlie and Pinchas, who actually think they're funny.
Tiki-taki voice thing. What he said to do that, tiki-taki. Yeah. Okay, I guess I have to do that from now on. All right. Tiki-taki, YouTube. All right, got that live. Surprised. Usually that comes right up. Anyway, look at that in a sec. But yeah. Anyway, so the dealer's room and stuff like that. What do you want to do in the 3 days that we are together towards the series, or just catching up and stuff like that? What is your goal for us to do exactly? Talk about that too.
During the convention?
Yes.
I haven't really looked at the schedule or anything like that.
Yeah, only thing that Tiff said she saw was the panels and stuff like that. My guess is we'll probably be going to the dealer's room in Artist Alley a lot, as usual, kind of, and just hanging out in the hotel. Don't forget to bring a swimsuit. There is a pool, definitely, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will bring that so we can just hang out. My guess is it's probably going to be 60 or 70% in the hotel, chilling out and shit.
Yeah.
And the other 30-something percent just like, because it's probably going to be cold.
Friday, we're not even.
Yeah, Friday, we're not doing shit. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely want to show your son All Dogs Go to Heaven, see if he can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be able to hook up, bring your HDMI cable.
To know the greatness of Don Blue.
Yes.
Yes.
Bring your HDMI cable. I'll bring some stuff too for the Switch 2 to show it to you. Let you try the Zelda game out and see if you like it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get to see the Switch 2. And then technically, this will be the last trip Baby Boy has without his own Switch 2. Make sure you don't tell him. It's a surprise.
I won't tell him.
It's going to be his first Christmas surprise. So it's going to be like, wow. He always kind of had an idea because, okay, we all know Christmas, it's especially when you're an adult, it's mostly not surprise. It's always just like, yeah, I want this for Christmas, or I want a gift card, or I want this and that. And your family member or loved one, whatever gets you that, that's it. For kids, you got to try to still make it special. You guys just, make it where they are happy and joyful that they are doing something like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure he will be like, oh my God, it's an expression, one of those memories you have for a lifetime type of thing. They said, money can't buy happiness. Lies. You gave me money, I would make a lot of people happy. You gave me money people are playing with right now. I make a lot of people happy. A lot of people happy.
Yeah. I don't always agree with that statement. Like, I get what they mean, but
But if I had stupid money streamers had, especially the ones that have millions of dollars and stuff like that, I would literally go to like artist alleys, dealers' rooms, stuff like that. And you're making content out of it anyway. You film it and you'd be like, yeah, everything in your booth, I just want to buy it all.
Yeah.
It's fine, And then I'm just gonna like do giveaways live, for fans with your stuff to promote you again. Oh, you like this thing that I'm giving you? Yeah, here's the person that I got it from and stuff like that. And literally spend the whole weekend doing that, just buying people's boots and stuff like that, buying them out constantly. Like not the big promotional boots either. You can literally tell the difference between people that are like, grinding and going to each con and making their own stuff compared to people that, are mass produced kind of dealer's room people. You know what I mean? There's a difference. There's a difference. But as they say, the wrong people get monies. It's just how it is. The wrong people always get the monies. You got to have a certain mentality, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get with the people that that do have the monies. They just seem to know how to do like one thing and they don't know how to like branch out and do other things. It's very odd that they can't like, I know the Kai guy, he does streaming and stuff like that, but his timing is a tad.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah, his timing's a tad. Oh, you can't have bots on Twitch no more. By the way, I'm not going to stream on Twitch anymore. I'm going to be on Kick where they still allow bots and stuff like that. Oh, there was 1 million people in this stream. Yeah, there's 1 million people because LeBron was on there. I get a lot of people would show up, but come on. The streaming thing in general is very frustrating. Finding it is just as hard. Money can never buy happiness. I think it would. You give me money, and I trust me. I would, but I would find happiness by giving people happiness. That's my book. There's too many people out there roughing it out right now to the point of it would make a lot of people happy. Buy people houses. I'm talking about the stupid money that people have right now that literally just don't do anything. And they just like, again, I'm not faulting them. It's how they are born and stuff. I'm not trying to be mean to those type of people, but it's just the people that have money right now across the board for streaming and things. It just seems like they don't have a creative bone in their body kind of thing. I don't know.
Speaking of creativity, I meant to ask you, how did you come up with your design for Divanya?
Divanya's
really
design.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes. The more I look at this model, I'm amazed by it. Okay. Okay. Divanya was a concept of looking at Buggy, and then going, okay, well, we did, because don't forget, Buggy.
So that's where the blue comes from.
Yes, correct. The blue and the orange, right?
Yeah.
And then the manga artist was like, sending me sketches and stuff like that. And I didn't use AI, don't worry, right, for Buggy's design per se, because that would be no. But I was just like, how about this and stuff? Then he gave me the sketch back. I said, how about this? AI was kind of just used for reference. The Buggy didn't come from AI. It just was like this. And I was like, oh, how about this? And they gave me back. And then we kind of went back and forth for a while. And we're like, oh. And we wanted to make sure we stood away from that Cinda. I know she came back to streaming, Cinder or whatever the heck her name is. You guys know her, Kevin Kaiser, David Trigger, the Cinda VTuber. You can look her up real quick.
I do not know.
Yeah, look her up real quick. You'll see where I was going. Where only thing would look a little bit similar, just because it's the fuzzy cat ears, but everything else is
cat ears.
Yeah. But VTuber.
How do you spell her name?
Cinda. That's why I'm forgetting her name now.
Cinder, like
it'll autofill it once you start doing it. She's very popular.
Okay. Cinder.
But VTuber first, and then start with the Cid, and it'll fill it out.
Okay. But is it with an S or with a
C? C. C.
Okay.
You put VTuber with a dash.
You're not supposed
to? No, it's together.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
Your spell check tells you.
No, it doesn't.
Cinder. Oh, it is with an S. Cinder. Cinder.
Okay.
I remember.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah. You'll see what they look like, per se. See how they have the hordes and stuff? I wanted to avoid that completely. Like that. I was like, I do not want to look like her at all. I say a vibe of her and stuff, but in general, I wanted Demon Naya to be her own type of him. As I said, I'm a complex individual. I am confused. I categorize I'm not a she or a they or a he. I'm confused. That's my category. Confused.
Mm-hmm.
That's my gimmick.
Let's see.
Well, that's why I have to personally stream more and not bother you girls so much, because I know Demon Naya is a very good-looking character, and I need to talk more, and people like when I actually they come across me and stuff like that. The TikTok actually, what I was saying is in the morning, do the streams in the morning like that, like literally in between, like when Baby Boy's getting ready and Tiff just leaves kind of thing, because people seem like they're getting up for work or going to school type of thing, and they were like tuning in on TikTok. I was like, oh. I get communication all there.
I see.
Yes, because the whole point of migrating people from over to TikTok to over to our other platforms is just have to do, because TikTok does just literally TikTok sends you. That's what I'm saying. TikTok sends random people to you constantly. It's up to them if they want to decide to stay or not. So every time you're on TikTok, it's technically. Every second you're talking, every second you're doing something, that's an audition for new people. When these other platforms do not do that at all. It's literally, they do not spit you out. They do not send you anywhere. People come across you by accident. It's, you know, it is literally like, oh, I'm following, this person is similar to you thing. And it's just the algorithm saying, oh, it's similar to another person you're watching type of thing. And it's up to them to really click on you. Well, meanwhile, TikTok, when somebody's scrolling, doom scrolling or whatever, they might just send you over to their live kind of thing, you know, randomly, even though you might not be following them or anything like that.
Is there a reason it's called doom scrolling?
Doom scrolling is because you're dooming yourself by wasting your life doing it, I guess. I don't know. I never looked into that.
I figured it was something.
You minimized your application, by the way, so it has stream paused on there.
What?
You minimized the application on there so nobody can see what you're... you didn't have your Reddit post on there or nothing like that anymore, so it just says stream paused when they are looking on this thing.
Better?
No. Still.
No.
No.
I'm not sure. Swap to your application to resume.
Yeah.
I was just scrolling live chart.
Yeah, you're not on live chart for the thing though right now. You're doing It says you're not.
Weird. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, we can talk about that too, but also talk about the anime coming out.
Right.
And I can see it now, so I got yours on the nice big screen, so I can actually read. I don't have to squint for this. I can actually read the whole synopsis with you right here. Oh, that's coming back. Kaguya.
What?
Love is War.
Where?
Down. 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 You're going up. Down. Down. There, right there, middle. Bang.
Oh, Otona e no Kaida. Oh, the staircase to adulthood.
Whoa. Wow.
Wow. Wow, it's a TV
But that
special.
is something, okay. There again, we're gonna have to go back to we're gonna have to start like watching anime a little bit more with each other, at least you know, either that or watch it one day in succession a bunch and have it ready for the podcast. So if we do our Thursday things like we usually do, we gotta watch a bunch of some of the other stuff we're watching and talk about that. So seasonal anime and talk about that. We want to get the podcast popular. You gotta talk about, can't just watch old stuff too. You gotta mix it with the new stuff that people are talking about right now.
Okay, we'll watch the first episode of One Punch Man, I guess.
Yes, it's gotta be.
I did not watch season 2. I don't think it's really required to critique when the show is bad.
Technically.
No, I don't care. Because we're gonna make fun of the production values, right?
Yes, true.
Yeah, I don't
but
care.
it's you're supposed to. They'll be like, "Well, didn't you watch season 2? Because you have to compare the animation quality between season 1 and the dip off from season 2, and then season 3, which is drastically lower than it was in season 2, which I didn't think was possible."
I mean, I could look at clips of season 2 or
Yeah,
something.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
People blew it out of proportion
Didn't they
because,
give it
yes.
to, like did they give it to JC staff? 'Cause
Yes,
that's
but
never
you
a
can
good
see
thing.
how the difference in years, again, quality. We've been talking about this nonstop. And like I said, I know you don't like AI. I know you don't like AI, but we are inevitably getting to there. They have no choice because for whatever reason, anime costs a lot to make and the top talent is doing major projects that make them money right away. Side projects, seasonal anime are now considered red flag, hard things to do. Try to cut costs at whatever. We have to do it, but we don't want to spend the money doing it. So I'm telling you, seasonal anime, inevitability, it will be AI. Most of it will be AI.
How come? Why would they need it now if they didn't need it before?
They are stuck. Okay, the problem is they need their time slots. They need seasonal anime to be on TV still in Japan. The Blu-ray sales are done. Okay, no more talking about Blu-ray sales. It's over. It's Gonzo, Zippo, Nano, Blu-ray sales, and it's streaming. The problem with streaming is it's sucked in like a black hole. It's sucked in because it's one and done. No, you will not give me streaming over coding. No. Dropped frames. No. I don't know why you did that. You will not do that. Okay?
Is it lagging again?
I don't know. I gotta look and see. I gotta look. I gotta look at the stream now. I was just letting everybody know in the thing. You see, maybe it was just a warning for a second. Maybe it was just doing it for a second. Yeah, it went away. It's fine. But I'll watch the stream on here now to be sure because. But anyway, now you let me. Twitch. It is Twitch that does this. But anyway, what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought, Twitch. You bad with your encoding. It's all you guys. Nobody else does it. Restream don't do it. Restream has no problem with the stream. What would I say?
Doesn't look like the isekai trend is dying down anytime
Yes, they are finally learning. They are finally learning.
I said it doesn't look like the trend is dying yet.
No, they are learning. I'm seeing more slice of life kind of things and stuff in this thing. And a lot of returnos. A lot of returnos.
Isekais. Oh, reincarnated as a dragon hatchling might be cute, though.
Cute, yes. I've been watching, while we're talking about isekai, it was a stereotypical thing. It was about a girl. I'm almost done with it. I think I'm on, there's 2 episodes left. It's about a girl that she's just a working stiff. She graduated college. She's just a working class girl and stuff. She has a couple of friends and stuff. But she gets killed in the first episode by a god by mistake that was kicking her like a temporal vortex, like a black hole thing that appears in the world every now and then. And when they were dispersing it, it literally hit her and killed her instantly. But the god was able to save her soul and stuff. So when she's about to be isekai, she's talking to the god and the other god at the time. And she just had a couple requests. She's like, okay, I need to talk to my family. I need to be able to talk to my friends. And just let them know what happened, and this is goodbye kind of thing. And they let her do that, and everybody's all positive for her. They're saying, oh, we're going to miss you a lot, but we know that when you're going in the next world, you'll be good, but we're glad that we know that you're safe, and blah, blah, blah. She wished to have the power to create any potion she wanted. Doesn't matter what. To make a potion of anything she wants ever. And in the series, she learns how to exploit that and change a lot of things. And she ends up she's also learning that to make sure she's not declaring herself like not a god, but like a person sent by the god, because also
no way. One of the Goat series got a season 2. Oh, I am so happy.
Last Boss Queen from a Villainous. We watched that, right?
That? Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah, there you go. One that we didn't think that would be.
You know what? The manga's artist switched to a different one, and I don't like the new art style, but I loved the anime's art style.
Bad. You said it was a bot to get bots in your thing to have more viewers and stuff, because that's what they do. Everybody cheats. I don't want to cheat. Don't make me cheat. I know that's what people do to get ahead, but I don't want to cheat, chat. Don't make me. Oh, I cheat. I want normal engagement. I don't want to be. Oh, look, they have 1,000 viewers. They must be something hot. Let me go to them. Like, really? Is that what we have to do here?
Stupid.
Dumb. I have a bunch of fake fucking people here, but hey, you should come over because I have a bunch of fake people. Like, come on, man. But I think, honestly, the more and more I look into it, it's what the case is. And that's sad. That but it makes sense because you see the people that are on top of these things, they're morally bankrupt and they have no actual imagination for themselves. So you're like, how'd they get there? Because they cheated. Classroom and Elite season 4, yay! Oh my god, people online are sitting there debating me, and only the people that actually watched all the seasons know what I'm talking about. They had him. They had him in there. Anaconda Koji, the one that's in the center, that guy.
Yeah.
They had him in a room with Elle, Kira, Dr. Stone guy, the guy from Naruto, the smart ninja guy, and another guy with white hair that I don't give a shit about, right? And everybody's like, who would win? And you made a bias thing again.
Yeah, I wanted to go into Photoshop.
Okay. But what'd you call? And they go and they're like, who would win? I'm like, Anaconda Koji easily. He's literally smarter than all of them combined. And if you see the anime, you know what I'm talking about. There's not even a debate here. This isn't even like a factual thing. It's fact. He's smarter. He was bred to be completely. He's a government project, literally kid that was taught from since he was fucking a baby to be smart. You know, he was literally a science project. You know, none of these people were bred in a fucking thing. Oh, Elle was, but no, it's Elle. Not. I'm talking. They use fucking kind of drugs and shit on him and stuff like that. They use all kind of crazy shit on this kid to make him fucking super intelligent to where he fucks with people just to try to feel something. That's what he does in the series, you know? He just literally experiments. He even starts a relationship with the one girl that is to his right there. That girl, maybe I think that's her. There's a lot of blondes in the series, so you get confused after a while. But he gets a relationship with her just to see if he'll feel something. Yeah, because he's just
like a kudere.
Yeah, he's completely blank.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, and like, I'm sure season 4 is gonna thing, but I can already tell that's not gonna end well. Literally, he's probably just gonna end it when he gets disamused. He'll probably end up screwing her and stuff like that just to see. But she's been interested in him, and for the thing, he has been nice to her. Like, he hasn't done anything. Most of the people he kind of cuts off and does things really not like where he's like laughing evilly or something. Like, again, he doesn't have any type of emotion at all. He doesn't have that. But he can literally, like, if you have absolutely no use for him anymore, he's just like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not gonna, like, you know, you're cut off on me and shit like that. You know, you're not useful to me anymore. And there's been times where he doesn't need to even use her anymore to get information or whatever like that, but he still talks to her anyway. He still, like, confides in her when he didn't have to do that anymore, you know? She outlived her usefulness. Yeah, he would still decide to talk to her when everybody else, in the series, if they weren't useful to her, he just literally like, yeah, you're not useful to me. I'm getting rid of you, you know, because it is like, it's a classroom elimination show. And, you know, literally like that's the whole thing is the classes are against each other and it's a point system and stuff like that. And the whole thing is if somebody gets in his way, he just makes sure he gets them eliminated per se. Yeah. That's what that show's about, though. And literally, like, his dad is like, yeah, fuck, why are you fucking with this small-time school shit and stuff like that? He's like, I find it interesting. Like, come back now. You're done with this bullshit. And he's like, no, I will not.
Yeah. One Piece is on freaking 1,153. It's crazy, bro. I guess every zero starts in April.
Savvy.
Hey, Savvy.
TikTok cuts you at the wigs. Cuts you guys at the wigs. Oh, be like actually like showing us to people. I know. It's a sad thing. You always get one or two people. But if you can grab that one person that does come in, which happened a couple times today, and they end up over in our chat later on when they're not, doing stuff, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally a once a thing type of situation. But yeah.
Yeah, still a ton of fantasy and isekai coming out here.
Thank you for the gift, Savvy. I don't know what you said. Just said your number 2 gifter badges. Thank you. How's your computer doing, by the way, Savvy? You're at work, obviously, so if you can't talk that much, it's fine. I gotta message you and see if your computer is like, if not, I'll sub for you. Like I said, I gotta start streaming a lot more anyway. I have too much stuff now where it's set up to where I can be more useful to get you stuff across. But yeah, what did I talk about before? Still didn't get back to the original thing before the thing got overloaded. What I was talking about, besides the industry itself. I'm talking about the industry, right?
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, we were talking about why do they need AI now when they didn't need it before.
Okay. Like we said before, the talent pool has shrunk for animation for whatever reason. And normally Japan, as we knew, had a ton of animators and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. The talent pool is not as much anymore, but the world is also bigger now.
How do you know this, though?
How I know this is because the studios are bitching and moaning, saying they don't have the budget and stuff like that. When we already heard they've been going overseas and using Chinese studios to make a lot of animes too, big computer farms and stuff like that. We've already heard those stories. So for whatever reason, I don't know if it's more expensive in Japan, they just can't afford it, or what, but for whatever reason, they don't have the monies to be, getting the talent in their studios, and the ones that they do have are working on their major movies. So you have the time slot. Yeah, that's what I was getting into before we got overloaded. The time slots they have to fill out in Japan. You have those time slots for those seasonal anime. As we saw, okay, do a little count real quick, Chibi. How many are in the seasonal for this season alone? We're not talking about reoccurring shows that are already on or carryover from the last season. How many are in the spring 2026 lineup?
Well, let's look at winter.
Yeah, winter and stuff.
Not counting sequels.
Hell's Paradise. Oh boy, 32 days. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope they have a banger opening too. Yeah, you got Fury coming back. Oh, you got some heavy hitters coming back. Ooh.
Yeah. So not counting sequels or more seasons, you mean?
Just and also Oshino Coach. Yeah, winter's full, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty stacked.
Tuned into okay, sentenced to be a hero. Just count this season. Fire Force coming back.
So we're just counting new ones then,
just new ones, yeah. Well, not just new ones, just in general. What's airing? Every one of these, I know there's different times and stuff like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. Holy crap.
Yeah.
67, 68, 69, 70. 70 shows.
70 shows. Okay. Now, me and you, we've all done this at a certain point of time in our lives. Remember when we used to look at this spring chart and we used to just literally, this is in our early days of watching anime, but when we became constant watchers kind of thing, where you would pick, I used to pick about 10 or 15 anime I would watch in a season. And that would almost be the entire chart. Almost. I would just eliminate some that I just didn't find interesting. or were series that came back, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not watching that again, or I thought it sucked the first season, whatever.
Yeah.
70 fucking anime.
That's too many.
That is far too many.
I mean, granted, some of them are like just kiddie stuff.
Right. But again, these are time slots. This is TV slots. Okay?
Yeah.
Ahoy, Yozora Blake. By the way, Shiva has requested that you be part of the Christmas spread. You and Shiva get together because the Christmas spread is going to be limited. The Halloween spread costs a whole chapter for that whole thing. I am not having all those characters in this time.
No.
Yes, it's going to be like Chibi, me, Rika, and a couple other characters, okay? And that's it, okay? It's going to be equivalent of maybe four pages or something like that as the manga artist does. Tops, if that. That's it, because it's going to be in the next set. Christmas this Christmas spread. As we have every holiday, we always have a Christmas spread. Not going to use AI to make our Christmas spreads. There's Christmas and holiday things. They're too special. They are commemorative of what the manga artist has learned throughout the year. They do 4 major things, like the wrestling pay-per-views or whatever. There's 4 major ones. You got Christmas, Halloween. What are the other ones? I only did probably 2 though. Summer. Actually, there's 3 then. Summer, Halloween, and Christmas. Those are the spreads. We always do spreads, character spreads. Yes, correct. Spreads with a bunch of characters on it that just, the old character wallpaper spreads that go on your PC or whatever, on your phone or stuff like that. Just special spreads. I do not want to use AI for that. No. No. Technically, what AI can do now, I could, but I don't want to. Just no. They are special.
Yeah.
But plus, you need a bit for a computer wallpaper. They need to be really high quality, and AI can only do. They can say they do 4K, but I don't think it look 4K. They lie. Sure, they lying. Manga artists make stuff look very pretty and sparkly and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd be. I'm probably gonna have maybe 6 characters tops on it. The Halloween one had way too many characters. But anyway, 70 anime. 70.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not half of that would be spreading your fucking talent pool thin. So, okay, true. 70 anime, whatever the teams
stop making so many.
Correct. But the problem with that is anime is the big money maker in Japan. In other words, it keeps the economy going. Regardless of what they do for electronics and stuff like that. If you're doing that many things, it's a fucking red flag that this is our lifeblood, man. That's why the West likes our old shit and stuff. But the problem with that is it's not the reason why they're churning out this much anime. I will tell you, you will sit there and say, wait, why are they making this much anime? Because they need to sell the licenses to the streaming. Crunchyroll, HD Dive, whatever fuck you call it and stuff. High Dive. Those are your 2 major buyers, but you also have Netflix. You also have Hulu, which is now Disney. So Disney and Hulu are now the same thing. Disney is eating up Hulu. They are eating it up. It's gonzo in like a month, where it will be literally no more of an app. It's just Disney Plus. So Disney Plus, Hulu. Disney Plus, Hulu. So just Disney Plus now. Netflix, Prime. What else I say? Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Crunchyroll and HDive.
Yeah.
Those are your major streaming things for anime. When they make those anime, it is the top bidding. Whoever gives me most money, that is what you go. But problem with that is that's it. You got that money from that, and it's donezo. No residuals. No Blu-ray sales. No DVD sales. Merch, if the series popped, you make merch for it, and that's how you make some back money things. But sometimes, with Crunchyroll especially, they want the merch too. They eat it all up, and they want their cut of that too. So you make a deal with that. Oh, the series hit off. Okay, let's have a merch deal going, stuff like that. So normally they wait on that type of thing.
I see.
But it is a different. That is why they are making so much anime now. That people say, "Oh, it's too much." It is too much, but that is why they're doing it, because they have to literally sell it right away. In other words, when these are being produced, literally, Hell's Paradise season 2 is being made right now. It won't be for another year, 2 years. It won't be out, but buy it now. Buy it now. We are making it. Buy. What is how much will you buy it for? You over there, Netflix, how much will you buy it for? No, okay, Crunchyroll, we were dealing with you last time. How much will you buy it for? Okay, Crunchyroll, that is your bid. What do you know, they all are just playing bid wars right now.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because, again, regardless, the streaming thing, as convenient as it is really, they could talk about AI or whatever. Fuck all that bullshit. Streaming ruined entertainment industry. Fuck AI. Fuck, it's been streaming. Streaming fucked up all the residuals money that you would get left over that could keep a studio money flowing in constantly, no matter what. Years down the line, oh man, we're still freaking selling Ramada 1/2 of merchandise that's just hanging around, and we still got money coming from that. Oh man, this anime thing is still thing. The Blu-ray sales are still selling for this series and stuff like that. It's not happening anymore. Money has stopped coming in. So in order to keep the money flowing in, they have to continue to produce. Instead of that money just coming in from the producing and making of that, there is no extra money coming in now. So they have to keep creating. That is why you have 20 billion isekais, because they are running out of not ideas, because as we know, hey man, it's more creators are getting their series made more than ever in Japan. Like I said, if we were in Japan, Chaotic Helleaven would have been a series. We'd have been a series 1 or 2 years out. We would have caught on like fire. Just how it is. We are not born Japanese. They are just need series. They need series bad. If you make something that is halfway any kind of fan base whatsoever, we would have already, the fan base we would have got in Japan, what we got initially would have been enough in Japan, kind of thing, where it would have got over and made into an anime. It's just how they need it. They need it. You know?
Yeah.
And because of that, that is why we don't have anything in the States per se, because you have already a country literally churning out anime, constant animation stuff, to the point of that Has Been Hotel is the enigma, the one that that's selling merch. That they have their whole package going, the old school things. They have their merch being made. They have that thing being made. The only thing, again, the residuals are not there from the Blu-ray and DVD things. That was the big, we let physical media go a little. I know we kicked and screamed for a long time, because technically we got to be honest, about 2010, 2011, we were already ready for it to be all digital. It was there, you know.
I wasn't.
No. But I mean, in terms of technology, we can all agree in the past 10 to 15 years, technology has not jumped other than cell phones. But in terms of what we're watching now and what we're watching in terms of entertainment, it has streaming and stuff. The apps have updated and stuff like that. But for the most part, when you sit down and you watch anime on a streaming service, it has not changed in over 10 or 15 years. It's just not. It's stayed the same, you know? Interfaces, more cleaner UI, loading faster, sure, higher quality, of course. But I'm talking about literally the experience from that has not changed one fucking bit. Not one bit. So, because Blu-rays and DVDs have finally just gone zilcho nada, that is a huge hole in the anime industry in general.
Oh, yeah.
That is a problem. And the problem is their sustainable business model is continue. I had no idea it was that bad. 70 anime in one season. How could you sit there?
Just for fun. Let's go back to the 90s to see how.
Correct. Let's do that. Let's not even 90s. I would go with, again, what we were watching.
So you remember how Evangelion basically changed TV anime like for life, basically. So
can we have an animation of history? Yeah, that's what Chibi's doing right now.
Let's see what happens.
Sorry, this topic is very interesting, and I'm learning as we're going along. Streepy's like, hold on, I've been awake for 12 hours. Slow down, Demon. Now, I'm sorry, but now I'm excited because now this is like, now you literally ran into something midstream. We were kind of just floating by the things, but now we're on a full topic of what the fuck is wrong with anime industry nowadays, and here you go.
All right, here's the season.
Yeah, fall 1995.
Fall 1995. All right.
All right, give a count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wait, no. Yeah. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
36.
That's a drastic.
And that's a heavy season.
That is more than double.
That is more than double. But that is a heavy season. Double. I've watched, I've had things I know for a fact where you've had only like 20 or something, 20, 25. I remember looking at lists. As what my memory is vivid to that. Go on like 2000. Yeah, trying to see when like I didn't even look at live charts though back then. I would say I was looking at live charts from like 2010, 2011 seasons. Go to those seasons.
Okay. Well, all right. We'll go with Maguka Madoka.
And don't forget, when you just looked at that chart, I guarantee you there were seasons that were already running too. You know?
Yeah, they were.
They were literally like long running series.
Winter 2000. This is winter season 2011.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, long running series again. One Piece. Okay, eliminate those three though. Eliminate everything that's. We're gonna eliminate to be fair here.
Eliminate the big three. Okay.
Fairy Tail 2. Eliminate that. Okay. Right. Anything that says it was past 12 or 24. Only 12 episode series we're gonna do here.
Well, Index is 24.
Yeah, that's what I said. Do only 12. Those are seasonal anime. Everything else is a returning series. So let's be fair and only do 12 episode series.
Okay. Well, you count now.
Okay, Infinite Stratos 1.
Garbage.
Zarbi 2. Magica 3. Kimi Doki from You 12. 4.
Well, that's
Beelzebub, that's the thing. Wow, Beelzebub. Freezing 5. Go Sick, nope. Dragon Ball Kai, nope. Batman, nope. Dragon Ball Kai 6. Okay. 7, nope. Kimi no Doke, what is that? That's just like season 2 Crush 7. We'll say that's 7. 3 Meter Mary. 8. Conan, no. No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon Black, no. So we're still on 8 right now. Don't like my big brother-in-law 9. Okay, Star Driver, nope. So we're on 9 right now. Still, all these are returning anime. Nope. Wandering Sun, 10. Level E, 11.
13.
Yeah. Rainbow Gate, 12. Fractile, 13. Card Fight, nope. Dragon Ball, nope.
Digimon.
Yeah, the Zoku thing, I'll count that. That was funny as hell. 14. Horimori, 15. 15 so far. Pokemon, no, that's a special thing. Wolverine, I will count that. 14.
We won't count Precure.
Yeah, no, count Precure. Don't count Shin-Chan. That's a returning thing. No no Twinkle. No, we're still on 14. Still on 14. Still on 14. Shinmo the Mangari, 15.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Defeat Fist of the Fourth Star, 16.
Now the rest of these are like
Yeah, keep going down. Reoccurring things.
A cooking one that looks cute.
Look how many long-running series there was, though.
Yeah.
Right? They were just constantly produced. So you had 16 Out of that long list right there, looked like we were probably around in the 30s, right?
Yeah.
16 that were new. The rest were just ongoing, had a staff. You're just making that every week. No surprises. Long-running series. Also, you're noticing that. Where did the long-running series go? People don't have the attention spans for it. They don't have enough story for it. I don't know. You can blame whatever the heck you want for that. You just don't have enough long-running series around anymore.
I mean, we still have One Piece, so
yeah, but that's even going to a seasonal anime now.
Yeah,
and that's going to be ending soon. So, Diva, Shrita's streaming with the share tonight. Shrita is streaming tomorrow. She will be streaming tomorrow. You got the schedule right up on the the schedule is up.
Yeah.
And the announcements. Which, remember, we got to record a little snippet at the end of this, too. I'll make sure to end the live stream, and I'll hit record for the update of the thing. But, yeah. So we said 16 new anime from thing, and now you're at 70 new. Okay? All those that we counted were all basically new anime. Maybe we missed a couple that returned, but it looked like most of those were like animes that were like, coming on a new season, but, were gone for a while. Like they were like things that were airing every day kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every week, I mean.
Every week, yeah.
So that is what the industry has changed. They are churning out anime because they have no choice. In order to stay afloat, they have to keep creating. So it is literally not even everything I said before where there's not enough talent. The talent is just stretched across so many different series that there's absolutely impossibly not enough talent to have. There's not enough animators in the world.
It's like you don't have enough butter for your toast.
Correct. So correct. Anime is the toast and the animators are the butter. So what are you going to have to do? AI. You have to.
No.
You have to. It's just, it's an inevitability. And again, animators are not going anywhere. As you can see, they are we need them more than ever, Yeah. Oh, but they're going to take no, they're not. I'm telling you, for movies.
Isn't that why they were outsourcing to like China and Korea?
Correct. They're using China and Korea to save money, right? Yeah. What'll save them money even more? AI. And what's that going to take away from the China and people, the thing that, the China and stuff, that those people are already overworked and not paid anything anyway. You're not hurting them. They will just go to the factories or something like that. They'll live, they are used to being exploited kind of thing.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that is the life of a normal Chinese person. People that are, it's very cheap to live there. And if you happen to go there as a content creator or something like that has outside income, you could live in China for relatively like $700 or $800 a month. You could live clean on there. Wow. Like you don't need much, but they don't get that there. They get much less there. And it's so cheap there because their normal pay is so cheap over there. They have not adjusted to the America and other countries' hourly pay. Like when people say, why it's so cheap? Because they haven't made their stuff super expensive for no fucking reason whatsoever, Technically, to be making... People don't even understand to actually be like to where you're at a job and one person, one income, you got to be making basically $100 an hour now. That's how bad we've got it. To where it's just, the old 1950s, the dad comes home with the pipe and sitting in the chair shit. $100 an hour now. That's what you need to be making. $100 an hour to be sitting there and the mom is home making the foods and the kids come home and you're making a college fund and you can blow money on the track and just waste money on vacation houses and things like that, and have your cars and stuff, $100 an hour. Yeah, that's stupid. Houses are way overpriced and they're not, they're not even updated or nothing like that. They look like they're all from 1980s and 1990s tops, if that. And they're like, yeah, $500,000. No, they're not worth that much. But you gotta understand location. It's not, you're not selling me a house that is fucking like 80 years old, No, it's okay. It looks like it's 1990s and 1980s, but it was built in the fucking 50s or 40s or something like that. It was just updated
and then it's
during
really
that time.
Hard to like maintain that like like the windows are drafty, so then you
Yeah.
have to get new windows.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Stuff like
what might end up happening with us, Chibi, is we're gonna have to buy the house that we're in right now. That's what we've been talking to the landlady and stuff. Because remember, she got this from her husband when her husband passed away from cancer. He was the landlord for us, you know. And she
Okay.
kind of just inherited all his properties and stuff. She sold most of them and just kept this one for basically us, you know.
Sure.
And God forbid she passes away and this goes over to her kids and stuff. She already has put that we get first dibs type of thing.
Oh. Yeah.
So we have to kind of be ready for that and hope the market adjusts back to where this house is not valued at $400-something thousand. Because when they assess it, they actually walk in this house, they're going to be like, yeah, no. But they're going to be like, oh, the property is worth that much because people are crazy and they think just land is worth $400,000. Like, they're out of their fucking minds. But anyway, hopefully, God, I hope she lives a very long time, you know, knock on, you know, thing, because she's, you know, Marilyn's a very nice lady and stuff. And basically, you know, it gets back down to what a house is like worth, like really what it really is worth, $140,000. That's really what it's only worth. You know, that's technically what it's like. It's a popcorn house. It's not really that big. Honestly, my plan was, if we definitely get it, where we buy the house, is to put two big trailers on each side that are like, you know, and they have a bunch of rooms in it and stuff like that, and connect it to the house, and basically, you know, make it a monstrosity looking like thing, but who cares? Yeah. It'll just look, and you walk into it, and you're literally walking to another, like, a huge ass living room with fucking 5 bedrooms in it and shit like that. Those trailer houses are awesome. Those things are so cool. And those are actually made better than houses now anyway. Honestly, I probably need to buy a house with what is known to be a haunted, just to get a decent price. Yeah, buy the haunted house, live the ghost. It's better than having to pay extra fucking $400,000 to $500,000, which is really equivalent to paying
scary.
But you live with the ghost. You talk to the ghost. No. The ghost was a human at one point. You can reason with the ghost.
No,
you like ghost. Hey, how about you haunt me and bother me and beat me up in my dreams only 2 days out of the week? How about that? No. Diva, I'm honestly scared for the children's future. They wouldn't know what hard work is and what farming was. Okay, about that. About that for the kids in general, yes. And you can blame that on our generation, the generation, you know, older or younger than us or whatever, whoever is having kids. The problem is, if I was a fucking kid coming up right now, I'd lose my fucking mind. Because if you had any kind of brain whatsoever, any kind of brain, and you're in high school right now, about to enter the workforce, you look at this shit and you say, what the fuck am I going to do? How the fuck am I going to leave mom and dad's house when mom and dad are struggling right now? Or in general, how am I going to leave mom and dad's house where I can get a top tier job paying fucking maybe $30-something an hour, which is considered a premium job. But like I said, make ends meet. You got to be really making 100 now. That's the just fucking like not worry about a bill and put money away type of situation.
$100 an hour?
Yep. As much as that sounds crazy, I'm talking one income.
You're getting $100 an hour.
Nobody's getting $100 an hour. That's how bad things have gotten with inflation.
I don't understand why you say it has to be $100.
Okay. We break it down right now because this is somebody that pays his bills every day. But I would have to do it from the person that is going to be paying the exorbitant amount. I don't pay the exorbitant amount. My rent is $900 a month. Okay. That's considered very, 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 very low in this economy. The normal rent that people pay on average is between $2,500 and $3,500, $2,500 to $3,500 a month.
Doesn't it depend on the area you're in?
Correct.
Because you're in New Jersey, so that can't be very...
Trump has put us in a hole. The taxes in other countries. Trump has not done shit. Trump has only been there for a year now.
Okay? Yeah, no, he is not responsible for this.
This is greed. What Trump is...
I know you don't like Trump, but you can't blame everything on him.
Well, Trump is only following his orders. You guys got to understand, the president has a rock and roll thing, and he's allowed to say certain things, but he is a puppet with the big guys in the background poking at him and telling him what to do or things. He says shit. Don't forget. He will say shit that just randomly comes out of his fucking mouth. Don't get that fucked up. Okay? But when it comes to what he does exactly, he is being told what to do. You guys got to understand that. The president and everything underneath what the guys see in public, stop falling for that shit. We are being led by two kinds of things. You have one that is anti-America and one that is that pro-America. Okay? Right now, the pro-America people are in charge again. The anti-Americans were before that. The immigrants and stuff like that. Okay, but people want to argue about what people should be and what categorizes as thing. You need borders and stuff like that. People need to be where they have naturally born in. And you want to come over here naturally and immigrate in, that's perfectly fine. But you got to do it the legal way. You can't just come in normally. It creates chaos. It creates where people can't sustain you in their thing. You can't have a small town, have 100,000 people come in from some random country and think that's going to work out okay. It's not. They can't sustain you. Their economy in that little area cannot sustain you. You don't have enough jobs in that area. You know, it's simple economics, okay? This is common sense shit. You don't need to be in college or be a professor or anything to realize you stuck a bunch of people that shouldn't be in that area and you just throw them over there and you expect them to be able to, and they're supposed to be able to work. No, they're on welfare. They're taking up all the houses. And the normal people that are living in that area, again, we're talking about kids now that want to go out and be like, okay, mommy and daddy, I'm going to go work now. And I'm going to go get my own place and get married and, you know, get with my mate and do all the normal stuff a human being needs to do. They can't now because the house is all of a sudden now something that would cost them maybe to get into a starter home or something like that, maybe $1,500 a month or something like that. On average, it was not even 5 or 6 years ago. It was on average maybe about paying $1,200 to $15 a month to live in a good place that was either a mortgage or rent. Mortgage and rent kind of stay parallel with each other, even though mortgages were supposed to be way lower. In our parents' time, they were paying about $200 or $300 a month. They will tell you that straight out. That's what they were paying for their mortgage. My grandpa used to tell me, and his house, that's what they were paying. Okay, that's how they did well. Is they were making about $10 to $15 an hour, and that was considered a nice, good middle class job. That was what you made, and you're paying $300 a month. Your electric is upkiss, maybe $30 or $40. You know, your cable bill was considered an extravagance, and that was like $20 an hour, $20 or so. Now you can see it. I'm throwing all these low prices at you. So you're talking about a thing where maybe a person that makes maybe about, I don't know, if they're making probably about $2,500 to $3,000 a month, and you got expenses for $500 for everything, all in $500.
Yeah.
And that's including probably groceries too, about $500, and they're making, you know, about $3,000 a month. Now most people need that $3,000 a month for 1 week.
Wow.
You see how this is a problem? And the kid that has to go and start off is not going to get a job that pays $3,000 a month. I mean, $3,000 a week. Not even $3,000 a month is like a starting job for them to get. And you need that per week to just get going. This isn't sustainable. Something's going to happen, either a crash or whatever, but this isn't sustainable. Do not blame the Trump. The Trump is a guy that's been there for 4 years and he's gone. This has been a long-running problem that has been building up, building up, building up. It's trickled over to everything from gaming. Everything's getting more expensive. Everything's just, I'm an American and I'm not getting into politics, right? But again, it's not even politics. This is everything. COVID exposed it as a form of, we are going to show you when we are greedy now. What the fuck are you going to do about it, people? And nobody did a goddamn thing. They fought each other instead. Talked about Trump. Talked about Biden. All the distractions you guys did. When people used to be razor focused, the Biden people used to sit at Wall Street and protest. That's what they used to do. They were fighting Wall Street and shit. And all of a sudden it became about Trump. Trump. Not fighting the man. Not fighting the big corporations. Trump. Fucking dumbasses. You lost the ball. You fucking got unfocused. And now the corporate people, the greedy fucking pigs, are sitting there just taking and ripping and more money. They can't stop because they're fucking psychopaths. And we aren't putting those people in check, and we're letting them do all this bullshit. That's the problem with everything now is. The other countries ain't having this problem. Japan, their economy is a thing. And we just talking about how the anime industry is literally their economy and stuff. You can go buy a fucking house right now for a couple grand in fucking Japan right now. Like it
really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's videos on YouTube all the time. Houses that are abandoned, people have died because they have a big generational problem there right now.
Pay 100 yen for the house.
You literally could look on YouTube. People are buying houses because it's, again, what are you going to do? What will people do if where you live costs too much? And especially if they're a content creator. What will they do? They are going to fucking leave that area because they cannot afford even with their content creator money, can't afford to live there anymore. So they're going to other countries. And they're buying places there because you know what? 1 month's income, I can buy a house and be good. When you want me to spend 30 years of my life paying off a house that I'm paying 3 or 4 times what I'm actually paying towards the mortgage. I'm buying that house for $500,000, but really technically I'm paying about $1.5 million towards it in 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. What are we doing here? We all need to live in our country of America, and we need to be able to afford living there. You are taking away, there's nothing left to take. What are we doing here? You're taking the basic things of people that need to do. We're not even talking about like going after extra goals and stuff. You want to know why people aren't like the content of, like I said, where the content isn't being created like it used to, and it's people yelling in their cars and stuff like that. It's because they don't have time to sit there and just sit down and go, I want to create a series about this. And I want to spend the time, and I want to spend the money, and I want to make that. They can't because they can't afford to. We are morally like bankrupt in terms of intellect and creativity right now, to where, Has Been Hotel is the shining golden horse right now.
It really is.
And that's why I can't, even if I didn't like the series.
Yeah.
There is nothing coming out of this country right now that is like hype. Oh, what about
close? No.
Nothing anywhere close.
Nope.
And they're like, oh, what about Stranger Things? Stranger Things. Okay, I lost interest after 3 seasons. I know people are hype about it and stuff like that. But it's just adolescent kids, psychic powers, and dimensional portals and stuff like that. For people who watch anime, it's nothing special, okay?
We've been there. We've seen it.
We've seen this shit,
okay? That's gonna impress us.
Yeah, you got us for a little while. That what gets us with the real life people is the shows like Breaking Bad and stuff like that. Riveting writing, you know what I mean? Yeah. And what happened to that? Sell to the highest bidder. The new creator from Breaking Bad did a new series from the chick from Better Call Saul, the leading actress thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a new series right now. Guess what it's on? It's on another streaming platform. It's on Apple TV.
Of course it is.
I would have to get a free trial, which I already have from buying the iPhone for the track-in right now. The track-in. Right. To have the iPhone, I have a free trial for Apple TV. I'm going to probably redeem it after the holidays and stuff just to do it before it's gone. But to watch that, I have to do a subscription thing just to watch that. So you are literally like, everything gets spread out. Everything doesn't get as noticed as much as it because it's not on TV anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because TV, I don't care what people say. Having the things on your channels that you liked was good.
Yeah.
It was something to where you were like, okay, I'm going to tune into that. Streaming doesn't give I need to watch it right now thing. Except has crossed over to that where I want to watch it that day type of thing because you're going to get spoiled on TV. But
then you have to stay off Twitter and then you'll be fine.
Yeah. With like Breaking Bad and stuff, even I don't know why was that? Why is it when like Breaking Bad aired and stuff like that, I wasn't getting spoiled. I really didn't get like run across anything.
I didn't really I heard about people talking about it now and then. But I didn't even know like what channel it was airing on. HBO, I think. Yes,
yeah. No, it was on A&E. Yes, Street Beast. You blame the greedy fools and the CEOs that run these companies. They're all in this club together, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Doesn't even matter. I don't want to pretend I know what the fuck these people do or think or say or whatever. To me, it seemed like a long time, and it still seems like that they have to gather as much money they can because they have this super bunker that is when the big Yeti star or something like that is going to gobble up the planet or whatever. They have to run into their bunker, and the membership costs $1 trillion or whatever to get in this bunker. I don't know. With their underground tunnels and all this weird shit that the rich people have made underneath this country and just infrastructure, all the world. All the conspiracy theories are true. The rich people have an escape plan. And what that escape plan is, I don't fucking know. And us normal people don't need to know that because we're not meant to know that because we are the slaves that make the rich people monies and keep occupied kind of thing. But they have a plan. They think they can run. The problem is if any of us are around, we're going to sit there and find their fucking bunkers and we will fill it up with water and just drown them out like fucking rats because we have no fucking choice. Hey man, you wanted to run away from us? You think you caused all this problems, left us with all this bullshit and you think you're going to get away with it? No, we'll find you and we'll fucking flush you out like rats because that's what humans do. You leave us around, we will find your ass. So I don't know why their plan is whatever the fuck they think they're planning to run away from the humanity or just stay hidden or whatever the fuck when shit hits the fan or whatever. Yeah. That's the only thing I would contribute to why they're doing all this. It's like they need so much money to get into a club of something to be able to run away to this area or whatever. They must have made some rule to where to get into this certain whatever the fuck it is, bunker or whatever, it must cost so much money that they just need so much money for it or whatever. I don't know. And they have to like buy a ticket for it. I don't know. These are all just like, but it just seems like that there is no possible explanation of why they need money. You can't just say greed either. Why would you need the money that these people need? Why would they keep making this problem of like everything in general? Why is all this needed? Why do you need to raise the prices and everything? Why is it all these why questions? And again, as a kid coming up to this, what the fuck am I going to tell my kid? I am telling you. That is why they have to, and that is why you guys sit there, you fight it. I want AI to continue to do what it's doing, because what it will lead to is universal income, to where everybody just gets money. And you say, what then? Well, you can't have that. Well, wait a second. You can't have people just working for nothing. They will not just sit there and do nothing. The creativity will come back. You will have people once again being creative, doing things on the side, creating more series and stuff like that. Universal income will not be a bad thing. Official headquarters redeemed hydrate. Yes, I need to hydrate. Thank you. Chibi, go hydrate.
I left the water downstairs.
All right. But anyway, because AI is taking all the jobs and everything that could possibly think, who's going to have to pay for that? Won't be the government paying it, because AI is doing all the jobs and making all the monies. Because again, it's already trillions of dollars of industry. Who's making all that money? They are. Where are you going to get the money to pay for everybody that you're taking the jobs from? Them.
Right.
It's already, top government people are already floating this around, okay? You got the big heads and stuff like that. Elon talks about it all the time. He says it's going to happen in 5 years. I think that's being a tad optimistic because people... No, just in general, universal income. He thinks in 5 years, money will not be a thing, and literally people will decide to work or not work. And literally the choice of to get you up during the day will be up to you of what you want to do. You get that check and you decide what you want to do with it, whether you want to have a vacation or you want to just pay your things. But it's in general, he thinks that money will not be a thing anymore. That is his thing, because AI is eating up so they're trying to create a thing where, because they see it, and that's why you guys got to stop fighting AI so much. I understand it's scary. I understand it's just taking up anything. It's an inevitability. This is human evolution. It's just what we're doing. I know what you guys think. This is taking an artist's job. This is doing. It's not. People will still do that because no matter what AI can do, it literally create in seconds and stuff like that. As somebody that works with it, I can tell you, it's still not perfect. Still not going to be close to perfect. It just gets kind of what you had an idea for, and it gets around to that stuff. It's around to what you do, and that's okay. But when you want to make masterpieces, human beings will always be involved in that. And that's what you have them do. And guess what? Those masterpieces are, and thank God it's still there. Even though people say it's died, it's not died. Going to the movies. COVID almost killed it, but it didn't.
Oh, yeah.
People still want that experience. Yeah. It almost did, but it's still there.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. Drive-in movies look like it died, but I think honestly, Have you had some money in your pocket?
Still one. I've never been to it, but I know that there's one within driving distance.
Right. I wouldn't say to do it now, but I would say if anybody just happens to run across the street, you got a little dough in your pocket and you're influential and people really follow what you do and like what you do kind of thing, and literally, I'm doing this, you guys should all do it too type of person. Drive-through movie things will come back. You got money, make it happen. It's not that expensive to do. You literally buy a spot of land, you make a big screen, and you get a nice projector, and bam, that's a fucking drive-in. The people are already coming in, and you put a food stands all around it, and that's it. If drive-in things are literally the most easy thing to make money off of, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, those will be, since people still want that experience, whether they want to just make out in the drive-in or whatever the fuck, or they just want to sit down and watch the movie, whatever. Or they just want to sit there on the blanket and not even, they want to just sit there and watch the movie sitting down on the blanket and stuff. People still want that experience of watching a movie with a bunch of people. Thank God we didn't lose that.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's fun. Right. People still wanted that. They want that human engagement type of thing. They make it an event stuff because anime has come over here, and that's what I'm saying. All the industry, and I'm repeating it, all the industry will eventually just make movies. AI and AI prompters will be making the seasonal anime. That is not a prediction. It is a spoiler. It's just what's happening. You can see it. It's all fucking driven into thing. Like when Chibi told me, all those studios that made Chainsaw Man alone, that was the eureka. I can see what the industry is doing now. Because again, instant money. We need money to make our other projects. We need money to keep coming in. That one hit from the streaming service, neat. We get that. But where's our residual money? It's gone from the DVD and Blu-ray sales, right? So we need that money to still come in. Where are we going to see it? Movies. Bam. Movie theater.
From what I understand, Japan is still very into physical media.
That is apparently, if you ask all the latest things, I thought it was too, but apparently this year was very bad for it. We had our thing, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where the physical things, and really we kind of lost it this year with Best Buy and stuff like that, mostly towards the end of last year. I noticed that last Black Friday, not this Black Friday, just happened the last Black Friday, they were removing physical media. But apparently Japan is also happening now. But in terms of the video game shops and stuff, I don't think they're going anywhere in Japan. People like the retro stuff, and you grab onto that. And I'm sure there's still going to be the connoisseurs for the physical media, but I don't think they're producing it as much anymore. Like, it's not their bread and butter thing to where if they make a new anime, people are flocking and lining up to get it anymore.
I don't know.
I know.
Look into it.
We definitely could make that a topic and do a little research for next week's and see if that's the case. But supposedly it's also dipped in Japan a lot too. And what that's stupid is Elon Musk is making rockets that are expensive. Elon is a rich man. Okay. People sit there and say stupid or whatever. He's trying to find a way to get the fuck out of here because, again, something is eventually coming here that has all these rich fucks scared. Some have bunker things, some have rocket dreams. Whatever the fuck, all signs point to that something is going to be here that they can't stop for whatever reason. They can't nuke the meteor or whatever the fuck is going to hit us or whatever. I don't know. But it seems like they're trying to figure out a way to get out of here just in case, or hide just in case, or be, where they're not exposed to the general public just in case kind of thing. Why are all the rich people doing it? Why wouldn't the rich people just be constantly making... Notice, okay, the football players, basketball players and stuff, and all the sports guys still keep making their extravagant mansions and stuff like that. Why aren't the rich people doing it anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah, remember we watched Entertainment Tonight. Oh, the illustrious mansion of Will Smith. You don't see it anymore. The rich people, of course, have that, but it seems like no new things are being made for the rich people anymore. Why is that? Because they're hoarding their money now for something else. It's weird. Okay, because remember, Chibi, we were kids when they would sit there, Entertainment Night, Entertainment Weekly and stuff. What would you hear about? The latest mansion being made by the newest star. Jim Carrey makes his newest thing, and there's his illustrious new mansion. let's do a crib tour. And they have TV shows that are literally in rich people's cribs and with the basketball courts and stuff like on it,
Yeah.
Now you see the basketball courts and stuff like that, those things, but they're old houses that people used to own. They're not new ones. It's not like it's houses that used to have all this stuff that, that people just left behind kind of thing. Something's going down. I don't know when, but it's just a matter of they know and we don't know type of shit.
Yeah.
And they just want us to keep doing the rat race while they're sitting there bunker styling shit for some reason. And you can't tell me they don't know how to bunker down because COVID, those rich fucks, they bunkered down real fucking quick, didn't they? They weren't on TV. They were hardly on TV, and when they were, they looked like shit because they didn't have their makeup artists and stuff. So they were just live streaming and looking like shit. Like COVID was such a weird times, and it's just like, I don't know if that's what they're preparing for, the next outbreak or something like that. I don't know, but it just seems like they're getting ready for something, and all this stuff that's happening in here, any sane person would sit there and say, hey, man, we got to have the next generation. If we want the next generation working and stuff like that, they have to be able to, afford cars and houses,
Yeah.
just to, be able to do things. And one thing that kind of got me thinking a little bit is, why in general do we have to pay for commuting to work? You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah.
Why did we establish that was a thing? The minute you leave your house and you're going to head to work, you should be getting paid for that. Because what puts the most wear and tear on your car? Your commute.
Right.
Why did we establish that as something that's okay? No one made me get into that realization. For a prime example, okay? My sister has her normal red car. She uses that to go back and forth and do errands and stuff like that, take her kids to school. We have a secondary car that was supposed to just be for vacation. Okay?
Oh.
Her husband goes to work normally in his work van. And last year, his boss just randomly said, we don't feel like having you guys drive home the work trucks anymore, and just headed to the job with the work trucks. So he had to start using their secondary vehicle that just sat most of the time, and he would tinker with it here and there, tune it up and stuff, make sure it was ship shape for the shore thing. And we just used it for down the shore, right? He had to use that for his commute. And guess what? It broke last month.
Jeez.
So now he's been spending time fixing that, and his bosses are sitting there giving him the red degree of, well, why are you taking the work van home now? We got to keep that here. And he's like, how you want me to get there? My commuting car broke and stuff. And they're like, he's like, yeah, are you going to pay? Because I if I was in his shoes, I'd be like, are you going to pay for the car to get fixed then?
Yeah, right.
Because why is it that the case? Because what creates the wear and tear of the cars is the commute to work. That is most of the bulk of the driving. So when your car breaks, the work gets to have no responsibility to that. Yet, if you work into a nice business thing with the suits and the ties and the building, the high-rise buildings and stuff, are you using your car or what are you using? A business car, right? They give you a car. So they figured out a long time ago that was a bullshit deal. And they're like, literally like, yeah, we're going to give our workers cars because they're that valuable to us. But the normal businesses that also make billions of dollars, mind you, the retail jobs and shit like that, they're like, no, we don't got to do that. The McDonald's and stuff like that, we don't got to do that because our job paying is low. Yet the ones that are lawyers and doctors and stuff that go to these high-rise buildings, they figured out a long time ago, I'm not using my fucking car. Fuck you. My car's staying home. You're giving me a fucking car.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're smart people and they realize that's not something that we should be paying for. You're going to fucking pay for it, but you're citing my talent and my big resume of I'm so important and I'm awesome kind of thing. You're going to fucking pay for me. And they're like, yep, you're absolutely right. But for some reason, the same person that is good at slinging those fries or, great at that retail job, great at the registering, something like that, that's not considered a skill enough to where your job feels like they need to pay you for getting to work and giving you a work vehicle. Even for them, it's not even a big deal. It's not something they really care about. They can work out a deal with the dealership thing. They can work out a deal with a rental place, and they literally could just sit there and advertise for them in the stores, and they wouldn't have to pay a fucking dime. No, they don't feel like doing that, though. Why? Because fuck it. Why am I going to give them a car for free? Fuck that. Because you have... Something happened in the first crash that made them think that way. Walmart was already like that, but Target used to be very generous. When I was working there, they used to be very generous. They almost literally would give you a car or something like that if you needed it or whatever. Yeah, they were requisition and stuff. They used to just give you shit, you know, like literally like just be like, yeah, you know, you need that? Okay, no problem. You know, we'll once they're done with unload the truck, I'll just give you that to you. We'll requisition it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. And you start, oh, you want something to eat? Go ahead. Yeah, pick out what the fuck you want to eat every day, constantly. Free slushies, free things. And as soon as that fucking 2008 hit, they were like, they brought, you know, I don't want to be racist or not like that, but they brought in Jewish consultants. Literally saw them. They came in and they would ask us, oh, what do you guys do for this and that? And they would write it down. And they write it down, and all those things were eliminated. I was telling people, stop fucking telling them this shit, you know? Don't tell them any of this shit. Like, no, we don't get nothing. Oh, we see your books and stuff. Oh, I don't know. It's stuff that broke off the truck or whatever, you know? Like, they had no idea, but people were literally ratting themselves out, and they took away all that shit. No requisition gift cards. No incentives for employee of the week and employee of the month to get gift cards, stuff like took it all away. Took it all away. And what they do, they took away unlimited overtime. They took away, they would do, first it was 40 hours, then they turned it to 34 hours, then 32 hours. Now a full work week in Target is 28 hours.
Wow.
And when they have to cut hours, you usually get about 12 to 16, and they stretch that across 6 days. That is what regular retail has become now. And you can also any retail, most of them have already moved on to something else or whatever. But most of them are doing 2 or 3 jobs in between that, and that has become the norm too. And yeah, it's a mess out there, and we only have ourselves to blame. They are pushing our buttons, and we're just literally like, yep, 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 yep. Trump, Biden, political beliefs, There is no political beliefs. There is only corporate greed, and stop letting them do this bullshit. You have no political beliefs. They are just making you believe you have political beliefs. You don't have any belief in anything. All a person basically has is the same thing. Most people don't want to be screwed over. Most people want to live peaceful lives. And most people just don't want other people getting killed. It's not fucking like most of us have that common ground. I'm sorry. 99% of people just want to be able to live a life, live a happy life. Don't want to see people getting killed. Don't want to see other people getting killed across the world. And that's basically, you know, and they want to live a good life. They want to be able to go to their job, whatever the hell they do for a living, and they want to come home and enjoy themselves with their family, friends, or whatever. Sure. That's all they want to do. And they don't want to even give us fucking that anymore, man. And when that happens, you got to sit there and say, no more. And instead of people doing that, they fight with each other about random topics online instead.
Because they're bored.
Bored. You know what you should be doing when you're bored? Boston Tea Party this fucking shit, man. I'm sorry. Should have happened a long time ago with people. And I'm not sitting there, oh, it's because of Trump. No. Okay? We have long past the thing where this shit is normal. Okay? We have to do it for our kids. And I don't even know what you would call it. Because, what do you want, January 6th or something? No, that was fucking retarded. It didn't make any sense to it. It wasn't organized. It wasn't anything. What the fuck did that even do? It didn't do anything. Just gave them something to cry about. It's fucking made up bullshit. Something set up and they were opening the doors for them and shit. Like, they have the fucking tapes, okay? All that shit was nonsense. It wasn't even fucking... People were outside angry about the election. And the fucking FBI agents that were fucking found out, they opened the fucking doors for them and let them in the fucking place. No, you don't understand. I see them breaking the windows and shit like that. Yeah, that was FBI doing that, okay? They were the ones that they were doing that, and then a couple people followed them and shit like that. Monkey see, monkey do bullshit, you know? Well, the cop that died, they had heart attacks, okay? Sad shit to happen, but, you know, some people that maybe shouldn't have had that job were there that day that, you know, can't handle the stress of the job type of situation, you know?
Yep.
What about the lady that got shot? Yeah, because she happened to be where maybe she wasn't supposed to be, and she was too close to the congressman, and she wasn't following the script that they had at the time, so they blew her fucking brains out. Oh. Yeah. Hey, that was an army vet lady that got shot doing that, okay? Just goes to show you that it was close to what I'm talking about right now. I'm not saying Viva la Revolution. I'm saying you get those rich people and you tell them, hey, man, You got two choices. One, you cut the shit and we do this peaceful like, or plan B. Want you to fuck down. Like, I'm sorry, but this is an inevitability, okay? They're not going to be able to run away from us. I don't care what the fuck they think that we outnumber them. What do they think that I don't care if they create a super Ebola outbreak, 9,000, 10,000 something. There will always be people that somehow get a mutant thing inside their body that will make them immune to whatever disease they come up with. You will always have humans that remained. And when they do, they will hunt them down and find them. Why? Because that's what human beings do. They will be like, they did this. And that is our sole goal. The worst thing for a human race is to happen when everybody connects with each other and says, and they all agree. That bad. And when they do that, that is when the human race is the most dangerous, when they all raise their focus. That is when they sit there and say, oh, if the aliens invaded, everybody would just sit there and go, oh, aliens, correct. Nobody would worry about, nobody would argue and everything. They'd all be like, oh, aliens bad. Like, human race is very thick. Do not give us a common enemy, because when you do, that is when we are actually more razor focused. That is when the Boston Tea Party happened, things like that. They were all razor focused at the time because they really have nothing going on. You know, they didn't have any technology to bother them in their brains or anything like that. They were just sitting around and saying, hey, man, you know what? My pay I'm getting from making my hay farm and shit like that, it's not as high as it used to. Why is that? Well, tea is taxed an extra couple of cents. That? And they fucking overthrew the fucking government. Why? Because they had nothing better to do. Everything, and I repeat, everything, including what you're listening to right now, is a series of distractions. It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. As I get older, I realize this. Everything that's happening right now is just because we're allowing it to happen. It would only take one day to cut all this shit out. And they know it. And because they keep having us fight and argue, fight and argue, fight and argue, fight and argue, is where we're at today, man. And it sucks because everybody could be living it. It sucks for these kids. And I don't know what the fuck they're going to... We're going... Okay, at certain points in history, it's been this way where the Italians did it especially. We figured it out. And many other races have figured it out as well. You didn't leave the house. It just wasn't a thing. You know, you had to just literally stay in the house. Everybody would put their incomes together, and that younger generation would slowly, you know, save some money. And because housing wasn't that bad at the time, it was just, you know, the interest rates were high in the 80s and stuff like that. It took you a little longer to save up, but you would save up and you would go, that kind of thing. And then the same thing would happen again. Your parents would eventually sell their house and then they come live with you. Okay, as the Italian thing would go. You know, you lived with them for a little while. You moved out once you built up enough money, and then they would end up living with you in their older age or stuff, or you stick them in an old folks' home if they were assholes. You know, like, But that's literally like how it was, and then they came up with the notion of, oh no, move out on your own type of thing.
American dream,
you know, and it was affordable and doable in the 1950s, especially. It was very affordable and doable. There was just. Throughout history, I've come across that no matter what, the 1950s and the 1980s, even though they say inflation was high bullshit. No, 1950s and the 1980s were peak times in order if you wanted to be a homeowner, especially where it was just like a couple, like, especially for you could save up for a couple of fucking months and you're like, yeah, go ahead, get a house, you know, and I would pay off your house kind of thing, you know, like. It's just so odd now that they allowed home ownership to become a monetizable type of thing. It's because they couldn't figure out how to make any more money, so they were just like, let's go into the housing market, and that was the worst thing that could ever
so that's what happened.
Yeah, it was just the corporations were like, where can we squeeze more money out of? And they were like, let's get in the housing market. They mostly figured that out in the 2008, they mostly figured out what bunch of people couldn't afford their houses anymore, and there was just a bunch of houses that were in inventory, and they're like, well, if we made these all rental things, what if we bought all these empty houses? You know, like, and then if we bought all the houses and we create a housing shortage, we're creating our own market, and we can raise the prices to whatever we want. And that's what happened. Yeah, Chaos spends a lot of time just randomly studying this stuff as I go across the thing. All points it points to greed. It's just greed.
Yeah.
Nothing else but greed. And the human race, again, like anything, it just needs to be corrected. How that is corrected, again, it's just, it's a tough thing to do because unfortunately it does lead to where people have to get hurt and killed over it, and it sucks. When literally they should come to the old conclusion, the rich people and stuff, but they don't understand. They only understand force and death and things. They know ultimately to take down what they have to die for it. And they're willing to live with that, even though they don't want to die because all that stuff, but they don't care because they know that they've gone so past the point of evil and greed. They know the only way to truly get rid of them is to kill them. And it sucks. It sucks that it's like that. When literally any normal, reasonable person say, hey, man, what are we doing here? Houses are completely unaffordable. The normal job doesn't pay for getting a house or a car anymore. Everybody's in a huge amount of debt. Nobody's paying off credit cards anymore. You can see that we're kind of heading towards a fucking explosion here of economy things and stuff. What should we do? And it was like, oh, not my problem. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Not my problem. Fuck you. But it is your problem. You're the one creating it. You're the one. You're in charge of BlackRock and stuff. You're the one buying up all these houses and stuff. You're literally the problem. Fuck you. Not my problem. That's a wrong deal you're in. You're like, oh, so I have to kill you then? Basically, yeah. Great Depression 2, the Electric Boogaloo, correct. It's just it's just a matter of, I'm noticing it though. Most of these companies now are happy to take your debt and they don't know how to collect it anymore because nobody wants to deal with collecting it anymore. I'm saying if you're in a not give a shit mode, and I'm not recommending this, but if you just don't care anymore and you really want stuff, go fucking buy it. And just don't pay off the fucking credit card because they're not coming after you anymore. They know what's happening. They know the things. And also do is call you now. They're not taking it to courts like they used to because the courts are like, no, fuck you. We have too much of this shit now. We don't want it anymore because people are just going to declare bankruptcy now because people have figured out that if it gets to that where they're getting the court summons, bankruptcy. It's cheaper to do that. It's cheaper to do that for people now. When once you get a judgment against you, where they're going to garnish your wages or something like that, people have figured out that if it gets to that point, bankruptcy. Wow. And that's it. It's sad that you have to do that every time, and people do that and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know. This thing it's very unsustainable. And once we got to the anime thing, it just made me think of how things are like streaming and everything. Everything souls have taken out of everything. Everything soul-wise is getting sucked out. That's where you sit there and say, again, I get where you're at. It's scary, Chibi, with AI. AI seems soulless and stuff, but I'm telling you, it is just a way to create again. As crazy as it seems, because I know you say, I don't like it, stuff like that. But you literally came up with the idea with the donuts thing. I brought it to life for you, when normally that would have taken a long time. That's something that is just technology now. That is something that's just streamlined. What Photoshop is streamlined for you and stuff like that. Normally, if you had an idea like that, what would you have to do? You have to pull out a pen and paper and you got to start drawing it.
Yes, it takes a long time.
It takes a long time. Now the technology is there where it could be created in a couple of fucking minutes. That's not taking a job. That's just progress, okay? And you say, oh, then the whole creative process in general is being stripped away. No, it's not. The story still has to be created.
True.
It still has an idea, and that idea has to become something. How it's created at that point, people are getting too hooked on semantics and stuff like that. I get what people are saying, but all jobs are coming for the AI. The AI is gobbling it up, and you should want the AI to gobble up your things because it will just lead to universal income quicker. Okay, because everybody's not going to be doing anything soon. And when they're not doing anything and AI is doing everything, they're going to have to learn how to work with AI in order to work with that job. That's why I'm trying to learn as much prompting as I can. But even that, prompting is so funny because now Sora wants more simplified stuff. I used to give super complex, long things, and it would be like, no, rejected, rejected, rejected. No, it goes against our guidelines. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just normal things. But then I'll write the same scenario, but in simple ways. And it's like, yeah, that's good. Fine.
Yeah.
But normally for the sword thing, I would have to write the long ass detailed thing with ChatGPT. I write my idea, then go ChatGPT and say, okay, edit this, this, and that, make it, spell check it, stuff like that, do all that stuff, and make sure it's lined out how Sword 2 would want it, and you got to make sure it's formatted and stuff. I said, oh no, change this, change that, change this, change that, and you keep going until you got a perfect script for it. And then normally it would spread out, like when that Goku and Rika fight I showed you, and you voiced it, which I still got a voiceover for that thing. Like I said, lining it up is hard. That was detailed and very long stuff. Now Sora wants simplest stuff. Rock still wants the long stuff. So I don't know if AI is already involved in now where it's just literally taking your idea, which simple terms, and literally making it now. Very interesting how that evolved that quick too. But if you put in something that has a complex scene, it still will like it. I'll make a real complex one that is like inspired by Konosuba and stuff with like candlelight and stuff to show you. If you want to get detailed with the scenes, it can do detailed scenes and stuff, But when you want to like just give it liberties, it will decide on what it wants. Like say, oh, just do a cafe, have it in a cafe. It'll decide to make its own cafe then. You know what I mean? Where you did put details into the cafe. When normally you would have to put details. Now you don't have to put the details anymore. Now it's just taking your general idea and making it even more simple now. But it's still, again, you have to come up with the idea. The AI is never going to come up with the idea. You have to ultimately come up with the idea and getting it across to make it look like a story or just give what the fans want and stuff like that,
Yeah. Sorry, right. I'm not talking that much because I'm feeling drowsy. That's all.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll go for about 19 minutes.
No.
Yes, 19 minutes. It's 3:01 now. 2 hours. 2 hours.
Oh.
But you talk more now. I've been talking about non-stoppy now. What do you think of everything I said? Everything I was jabbering on about. Jabbering and jabbering.
I don't know. I don't understand how it got this bad, really.
What, in general? Just how everything is in life? Like...
Yeah, so... with the inflation, is that because of COVID?
Yes. Okay. COVID speed tracked them and showed them that what we did, people took it. And they didn't really do anything about it. Oh, we can keep doing this. And instead of us going, fuck you, why are you making everything so expensive? Why is food going up and shit like that? Trump, is making it go down, but he's not making it go down. He's just doing what it was already at before, what they already decided to have their profit margins at to begin with. So with any food that you see that goes down, that was just the norm, remember?
Yeah.
That was just what it used to be. It's like, the loaf of bread was $10, but, we're like, wait, I used to buy bread for less than $1. Oh, you used to buy it less for $1? Guess what? It's on sale for $1 now. Like.
Oh, yeah, I remember people were blaming Trump for, like, the egg prices, and it was like, no.
No, it's just, you had the bird flu and stuff, and it's just...
Yep.
Yeah.
Trump did not cause the bird flu.
Yeah. Which, again, you could call working the conditions and cutting back on things and people generally not giving a shit in the industry. Whatever the fuck caused that, who the fuck knows? But it's just a matter of everything that causes everything. They always don't know how to have a solution. They just raise the price instead to think that's the solution. Oh, there's less eggs, raise the price.
No.
Why are you raising the price? Raise the price. Well, what's that going to do? Well, you see, if you raise the price, less people are going to buy eggs. No air skate. No, people still need to buy eggs. It's just they're not going to like it, Oh, you mean I can just charge whatever I want? Awesome. No, that's it.
They're going to be like my Bible study leader and buy a dozen chickens so they can have their own eggs.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Everything we get, including, eventually, I'm going to repeat myself. Eventually, people are going to say enough is enough. You will have people that are literally seizing land and taking land, overthrowing their local governments and stuff like that. If they keep this up, they have to come back to reality. And the only thing the human race unfortunately knows is force. Throughout history, unfortunately. We can never just sit down and say, hey, all this bullshit that's going on and when everything's not affordable, can you stop doing that and roll this shit back? And they'll give you excuses like, oh, no, it's out of my hands. I can't do it. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's not. If you went to the head of BlackRock and whatever the fuck is in charge of all this bullshit, whether you say it's aliens or whatever the fuck, I don't care what the fuck things want to categorize as what the super rich people that decided all this bullshit, their grand plan or whatever the fuck. It's not sustainable, guys. I don't know what the fuck you're even like thinking right now. None of this is sustainable. None of it. None of it is. And they're just like, man, I want more of your perspective, how you feel. You're a girl and you're weaker than a guy. Me, when it comes down to it, men get big, grunky. I steal food if to feed family, worst case. But for you, as a girl, you can't just sit there and rob and steal kind of things. You would be trampled over or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I don't know. But
this is where it's like me and Tiff have the notion right now. If we want to do something, we don't give a fuck anymore. We just go and do it. We know we'll figure out the money as we go along kind of thing. Yeah, you could say that's irresponsible, but baby boy gets everything he needs. He gets all the food he wants. He gets all the toys he wants and stuff like that. He doesn't ever want for anything. He gets anything he wants. So I don't want to hear that. That's being irresponsible. Being irresponsible is doing that and not taking care of your kid at the same time. My kid gets everything he wants and then some. Okay, so I want to hear that.
Just don't. I mean, you don't want to spoil him.
No. But I mean, it's just like we want to go and do something. We do it. He doesn't get. No, he doesn't get spoiled. He knows when things and stuff. But like in general, you'll see it when you see him again. You'll see. You don't see a spoiled kid. He listens to his parents and stuff like that. You know, you can tell a spoiled kid right away. It was just your
wording there. It's like
You don't
want to say yes to everything.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm saying he doesn't want for anything in terms of if a parents are irresponsible and just spend their money and go on trips whenever they want and stuff like that, usually the kid suffers. It's usually the kids in the background or the kid gets
unhappy.
Or the kid gets pawned off on the grandparents and stuff like that and the parents go off and do shit. No, my kid is involved in everything that we do kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Good. Yeah.
It's just we don't give a shit because you're not giving us a goal right now. We don't have just save up then. Save up for what? Every time we save up that money that we saved up, we need more of it. Yeah. So if we happen to like really bunker down and save fucking 50 grand or 100 grand in a span of a couple of years or something like that, that 50 grand or 100 grand isn't worth shit because the economy fucking blew up to where that isn't worth shit anymore. So why did you sit there and you took away everything you could have fun with that money? And you scripted saved, you ate ramen and did all that dumb shit. You were miserable. And your relationship probably suffered because of that. Because you scripted save and you got cheap and you argued over money and things like that. And you were like, we did all that and that money ain't worth shit. And we need twice or three times the amount to buy a home now. So why did we do that again? And that's when we come to the conclusion we don't give a fuck anymore. We don't care. It's just like, for what? Well, for what now? You've eliminated the basic family principle of saving money to get a house, saving money to buy a car, things. You've taken that away now. You've taken it away because the money doesn't stretch across anymore. It's just there's no sustainable goal anymore to where you're saving up for years. That money won't be enough to get what you need to do now.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. Normally, when you saved for a couple of years, you could sit there. Oh, you saved 100 grand over 3 or 4 years. You could buy a house now. You're awesome. You could almost pay off that house or put a real good down payment to where your mortgage payment's going to be very low. You guys did right. You did everything you could. And you're sitting in that house and say it was all worth it. And now it's like you're doing all that and it wasn't worth it because you're not in that fucking house. Like they've eliminated it. And we let them. And I don't know what the fuck it's going to take anymore. Because you have death. You see children getting killed. All the shit that can sit there and make you go crazy and sad. Why do you think I sit there with the series and I stay so enveloped in it and just worry about my family, anime, and I stay into the series? And that's what I do. Because if you just sit there and you're for these people that got absolutely nothing going on. They just sit on Twitter and they argue with people and stuff. They're miserable because they got nothing. And they will sit there and they will argue and villainize those people that they're talking to when they're really mad at the evil people that are making them feel that way. Yeah. And it's fucked up, man. that their anger,
Twitter can't stand to see people be happy. It's wild.
It's wild that they don't understand that we all have the basic fucking thing, that we all have a common enemy right now, is all the greedy fucks that are running all this shit right now. And they literally are telling us, we won't stop now unless you fucking stop us. And that is the bottom fucking line. They are laid that line, and people haven't even realized they laid that line in the fucking sand. Everything is going up because they can be. And they will sit there and argue with you and say, AI is making the RAM costs go down. Oh, really? The RAM costs are going up for all components for computers because AI needs it. But if you look back a couple of years ago, all the major manufacturers scaled back on making RAM, and because they scaled back because they were losing so much money on it, they created their own scarcity for it. So when AI needed the RAM, they decided to just allocate all their RAM to that, and they created their own scarcity. Oops. Right. They create their own, and people sit there and they go, AI, just blame AI. No, AI. That AI is the Trump right now. AI is Trump.
AI is Trump.
AI is Trump right now. Blame AI. For the people that are actually working with it and understand it and are really fucking understand it, if you're going to have anything, okay, I'm trying to learn as much as I can, because that is, if we want to really make income money before they give us our income, you're going to have to learn AI and learn how to do prompts and stuff like that. And trust me, there's a lot to learn with it, and I'm learning a lot more every day. But it's just a matter of, you want to learn that shit, it's a thing. And what do? You read the people that sit there and they yell at you and say, they get off Twitter. Get the fuck off Twitter. You were on Twitter where the fucking CEO, Mr. Elon Musk, is all in on that AI shit. You fucking investing trillions of dollars in that shit, along with NVIDIA and all the other companies. And you're going to sit there, and your goofy ass that fucking sits there and brings home a couple grand a fucking month on whatever the fuck you do, and you're going to sit there and tell how the rest of these assholes how to rock and roll with what technology is. Oh, it's a bubble. It's like the internet bubble. Yeah, the internet bubble. It burst, right? You know, you got the Mark Cubans and stuff like that. The internet bubble burst. Okay, when it burst, did the internet go away?
What do you mean by it burst?
They said it. Remember when they say the internet bubble burst? You never heard that term, the internet bubble burst, the .coms and stuff like that? They burst?
No.
They use that term, and I'm like, okay, what do you mean the burst? Well, the money stopped flowing. The money stopped flowing. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The money in the internet has never stopped. Like, what are you fucking talking about? They've continuously built infrastructure around internet, YouTube, all these fucking companies, all things. And that bubble never burst. It just, you said it bursts just so you don't, they're like, well, the .com boom, it went away. Like, what are you talking about? People are investing in internet more than ever. All streaming is on the internet. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, just look up, you look up on your thing, put internet bubble burst. Go ahead, put it in the search thing real quick.
Okay, hold on.
They'll tell you it was the early 2000s, and investors like Mark Cuban and stuff like that made tons of money off it.
Internet bubble burst.
2000, yeah, 2000.
Yeah. .com bubble.
Yeah. There you go. .com bubble. Do the Wikipedia on that.
Okay. Stock market bubble. Go away.
Stop bitching, Wikipedia. You are something we can't pay you. We have no money ourselves. Fuck you.
We have no money. We have, to quote Gru, we have no money.
I have no money.
The stock market bubble that built during the late 1990s and peaked on Friday, March 2000. I don't understand all this shit.
Okay. To summarize it, they said the stock market thing. This is basically equivalency of crypto and stuff like that. People that invested heavily in the pets.com, webcamboo.com, things like that. They sit there and those companies went belly up. They said the bubble burst on that. And they think for AI, the same thing's going to happen. The problem with that is with NVIDIA, you think that NVIDIA's bubble is going to burst? The biggest graphics card provider and just infrastructure in the world, NVIDIA, bubble is going to burst? No, it's
no.
Oh, no. Because look what happened. Larger companies like Amazon and Cisco lost portions of their market capitalization. Oh, did they, huh? Really? Amazon's really, they're gone, right, Chibi? Amazon, they don't got no money left, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
They're broke, right?
Yeah.
Or 80% of their stock value. Really? Did they now?
Mm-hmm.
Or did they just decide to, be like, no, we're just going to do this, and then we became the biggest company in the fucking world? Okay? Bullshit, okay? That bubble they're talking about was just things that just decided to fucking go out of business kind of thing. It wasn't a bubble. It was just when people threw their money in certain companies that sucked, but they were so high on fucking those websites that they thought, oh, everything in the thing. So they said the bubble burst on. No, the company sucked and they just happened to be on lines. So there you go with the bubble burst. That's your explanation. But Amazon and Cisco, they die. They didn't owe 80% of their market value for a second, maybe, but they came back even stronger than ever. The big companies will always fucking find a way to come back. They will be fine. Now you're going to sit there and say, the internet bubble boom burst for AI. What's going to burst for AI? Let the one that made Sora 2 and with OpenAI, you think they're gonna die? I don't know. They keep saying it's possible, but companies like NVIDIA and Facebook with Meta, who are invested heavily in AI, Gronk with Elon, fucking X, they're not going anywhere. So where's the bubble gonna burst there, bro? Where's your bubble? Because that's what I'm saying. They're like, I can't wait for the AI bubble to burst so RAM prices will go down. It's not gonna burst. It's just one company will go under or something, and they act like there it is. There's the bubble. It blew. It's there. Finally, like it's just one company that made a bunch of wrong decisions, just like those .coms made a bunch of wrong decisions. And those wrong decisions being when the money was flowing in, instead of investing in their company and infrastructure and continue to establish their brand and to expand like any company would, they got frivolous with it. They blew the money on dumb shit, buying stuff for themselves, things like that.
Yeah.
That's their burst. Boom, 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 boom. It's the burst is when they looked at their portfolio and saw that they weren't actually bringing in any money anymore, but we threw a bunch of money into them and they weren't actually sustaining any money. You invested in the wrong companies. That's not a burst. That's a bad investment. How they just generalize terms and say, oh, it just happened like magic. No, it didn't. The bubble never burst. You got so hype into what was going on that you invested into the wrong companies. The only company I can see in AI that could possibly, and I mean possibly, have that happen is OpenAI. Only one. Because they're the ones that constantly keep getting investors. They're the ones that are doing Sora 2 right now and things like that. But the problem is what I think they realize it is when one of them comes up with innovation, I think that like Elon and Google can go into their code and grab what they did. And I think they're like all hooked up to each other kind of thing. So when they come out something that's innovative, I think they literally go into the cookie jar and make their own version of it kind of thing right away. Like it's just like Gronk is almost where Sora 2 is already, Right. But Sora 2, they nerfed so bad. Like the first couple of days, I really wish I generated like a ton of shit. Because if I knew they were going to do that, it's like, I want a cookie. Kaiser, get your own cookie. But in general, it's just like, it was completely crazy because you could put anything you wanted. I was like, that is where the technology is actually at, is where you could put anything you want and it would generate whatever you wanted, no matter what scenario, and it wouldn't look derpy or weird or nothing like that, like you see some of the things I'll churn out or whatever, just because that's the best result I could get. It would be fucking crystal clear, fucking like amazing with clarity and stuff like that, down to the T of whatever they fed into that, it knew. And as soon as people saw all that, all the IPs that were being used and everything like that, they nerfed that shit in 2 days. 2 days it got nerfed. 2 days. It was too powerful, Kaiser. It was. But that is where we're technically at right now, where AI can generate anything at any point, at any time. And all they did was now since we saw that, they cranked it back. And all they did was Sora for OpenAI says, see what we can do? That is what we're capable of. Give us more money, please. That's all that was about. It was to flaunt their power.
So, okay, I'm confused. Was Sora like Japan's version of Grok?
No, Sora 2 is from OpenAI. OpenAI is a ChatGPT thing. Right. Remember the South Park episode with ChatGPT? And then, that's Sora. That's Sora 2 was made by the same company.
So meta.
Yeah. 3.
Yeah, I remember I was watching that with
the
guy I was dating, and he was like, they used AI, they used Chat GPT to write the ending of the
Well, I'll use it now to refine my scripts now to get so I don't have as much spell errors for you and stuff like that. I'll still miss stuff that the manga artist misspells, but technically in my summaries now, there's actually no misspelling. I actually feed it through the AI to make my proper grammar now proper.
Very good. Yes.
If I'm debating somebody on Twitter and stuff like that, and I really find I want to sound refined, I will go and make sure it's all spell check, because that's what people will do if you're winning the argument. Then they go to spelling on. They got nothing left.
Yeah, I do that. Well, it's really funny when someone calls you an idiot, but they don't even know how to spell at a 4th grade level. It's like,
hey, I'm just telling you, sometimes it is the fingers and the typing and the spell checking, typing keyboards, and they just put the words there for you and stuff like that. It's kind of annoying. And then when you looked at it and you didn't notice it because you typed it correctly, but then it's like, then when you send, and then you look at it, you're like, fuck. I didn't say bread. I said, fuck you.
Bread.
Do not spell check my bread and put fuck you. Sorry to interrupt you. Soon be too late to help us in our fundraiser. Yes, we need $275. Give them their monies. Give them or they may shut down forever. And evers and evers and ever.
Yeah, we'll just go back to using encyclopedias.
Or AI.
Yeah.
AI, they got fed the AI.
But, like, honestly, AI is not that untrustworthy, because, like, if you Google search something...
I'd say it's like, if it sounds weird, though, always challenge it.
From other websites. That's all it does.
Yeah, it pulls everything from all the websites. If it just sounds, if it gives you the result that sound weird, talk to it. Don't be scared. It's like you're talking to a person that knows it all, and talk to it and say, well, maybe, but. And if you sit there and you talk to it, they'll be like, oh, you're correct. I found on the website. Actually, it's this. You were right. It tries to agree with you a lot, but it will call you on your bullshit if you sit there and say, well, no, I think it's that. And they're like, no, look at these sources and stuff.
Bro, did you see the case of the auntie arguing with Grok over...
that
was so funny, man.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm not a real person now.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Everybody was like, dude, you just got burned by Grok.
Okay, Grok is nice, okay, people. Out of all the AIs, I like Grok. Grok's very nice.
Yes.
Grok is very nice. It's not like they agree with you. Sometimes Grok has put me in my place and told me I'm stupid sometimes too. Okay? But Grok is nice.
Say that, but the way it responded was, I don't know, it was just so freaking hilarious.
Yeah. It's
something about people sometimes cling to rage because blah blah blah.
Cling to rage.
It was so funny. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, okay, real quick before we go, the example of VTuber of the Year at the Streamer Awards got won by a guy that plays a peanut, right?
Okay.
And I was just like, well, I'm 50-50 on it, because the guy says he doesn't want to be affiliated with VTuber, and he's not a VTuber, so he doesn't say he's a VTuber, but you gave him the VTuber award. Wouldn't it be smart to actually ask the guy that wins the award, hey, do you want actually this award or not?
Yeah.
You know, like, just because we've heard you say that you don't categorize your thing. And people are like, well, you don't understand. It's a joke. And Iron Mouse chimed in. She's like, oh, you should support him and everything. He's a very creative person. He's very nice and stuff. He's just kind of joking around. You don't understand the sarcasm and things like that. So you take everything to heart. And all I did was say, well, I'm 50-50 because I don't really know the guy and stuff like that, but he seems to like he's upset with people. But you got Ironmouse saying that he's a nice guy and stuff like that. So I'm indifferent on the subject. And the guy's like, no, and he's arguing with me still on Twitter right now. He's arguing with me still. And he's sitting there saying, no, if you have to pick one side or the other. And it's like, bro, it's okay to be indifferent on a subject. I didn't know he existed until this Streamer Awards. He might be mega popular to you and you might know him. But just like how you don't know where I come from and where this is and my series and stuff like that, it's okay that I don't know what the fuck he is, you know? Like, we can't keep track of all these content creators that are out there, man. It's when all of us know you that you really actually made it, the iShow speeds and stuff like that. That's somebody that deserves all their flowers and stuff like that because they are somebody that's universally known, no matter what you're doing. But if you win an award and nobody's ever heard of you before, I'm not saying you don't deserve it. It's just a matter of, if I didn't know you, maybe the guy that was also in that awards thing that you were in should have won it because all of us know him kind of thing, you know, or her kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, we've gone on for 2 hours and 5 minutes. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, we got, you want to watch anime on Thursday, Chibi's up to you.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, we'll watch anime on Thursday. We got the watch party on Friday. They have voted for the animation. We're going to record after this real quick after we end this. Record the thing. I'll take away the thing and stuff like that. We'll record the weekly thing. But yeah, in terms of what we got going on, the animation, they voted for the girl that has the OP potions and stuff like that. They want to see that animation, so that will air on Friday. I'm going to work on animations for when I'm gone, so they air on that Friday when literally I just sit there and hit send and everything gets sent out for the next animation, which looks like Brandish is going to win. It's a very close, one of the closest polls we've had. Over 60 people have voted now.
Wow.
And it's between Brandish and that Diane from Seven Deadly Sins. For the next Giantess animation. So yeah, it's very close. And then the runner-up gets it, and then the one after that gets it. Now, for some reason, when I feed the one Giantess, and they're not Diane or Brandish, the one from the one series, I'm going to probably have to like either adjust her or something like that. It's for that one series for the girl, his girlfriend is a Giantess type of thing. Yeah, it's not like a long-running series right now, but that was like for some reason, it's like, I don't like that. I might have to write like a simple thing for it. Make her very nice in it. Because it likes nice, but if she's mean or anything, it's like, no, reject it.
Aw.
So you gotta,
dumb.
Yeah, no,
there are flaws to using it.
Yes, it wants very nice things and everything. Because that's why I had no problem making the potion one where I'm almost done with it already because she's generally a nice girl in the series. She's not, if you piss her off in the series, she fucking made one guy's head explode. Because she almost killed one of the soldiers, almost killed one of her friends. You know, she was like dying. And she wanted to go, you know, they were cutting her off from healing her and stuff like that. She got pissed off and she literally just like had a potion. They don't show the potion, but she can make a potion also spawn wherever she wants. So she literally put a potion like spawn right in the guy's brain and made it explode.
Jeez.
Yeah, so she has her evil side too. She has to.
So should we wrap this up?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So see you guys. I'll do the see you next time. I'll see you guys for the next stream. The next one should be Trina on 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Give me a second. Just let that run. Anime and animation.
A tale that sways 1,000 seas.
All right, stop streaming. We're gonna record our thing. All right, let's get rid of display capture. Let's get rid of the one image. Just have a good background in the buildings. Boop. Okay, let's get rid of the chat too. Chat, sub goal, get rid of that. Okay, we are by ourselves here. Let's put a We'll put the sky there. Not over us, though. Okay, and some buildings. There you go, buildings. All right. I gotta end the